The Nintendo Direct has made me feel good. Let's talk about it. Oh my goodness, the Nintendo Direct. They continue to just be the best gaming company on the planet. You think about old IP coming back. You think about new IP and creativity. Princess Peach getting the spotlight. Peach, Showtime. I don't care about the title. It looks absolutely like a phenomenal experience. Different worlds add different elements to the gameplay. So it's an action adventure. Then it's like a detective game. Then it's like a hack and slash action adventure. Then it's like a food game. And it's Peach's big debut, a brand new IP from Nintendo. I just can't believe that they continue, even in the late stages of the Switch's life cycle. You really get a sense of who they are and what they are. They are just a pure gaming company. The creativity at Nintendo is insane. Just take a look at the animation on Peach here. It is so meticulous. And here she is trying to get through this area. And then, of course, you can quote-unquote power up and get different abilities. Here, she gets the sword fighter ability, but there's so much more to do. But you think about like different levels and different power-ups and how you're going to tackle each level's difficulty and puzzles and the fun ways that you can do it, and doing it with Peach, different styles. I just loved everything that I saw here. This is exactly the type of game that I want to play. It's exactly the type of game you would think Peach would get her own spin-off, her first big title. It feels almost like a Super Mario RPG slash action adventure slash Detective Pikachu slash food game. It's just everything rolled into one. This was a huge surprise for me, and it just, I don't know, when I saw it, I thought, man, we are in for just a surprise this Direct, and a surprise when they announced their next Nintendo console, because this creativity is alive. The creativity is alive. It is thriving at Nintendo, and I can't wait to see what they do when they focus that creativity on a brand new Nintendo console. But this one stood out to me. I was blown away by it. Brand new. I couldn't wait. I knew we'd see some old stuff coming back, and we'll get to that. But this one here really blew me away. Can't wait to play that. The next one that I did not see coming was the 2004 role-playing game developed by Intelligent Systems and published by Nintendo for the GameCube. This game was absolutely incredible on the GameCube. The prices of this game for the GameCube are insane, but here we have an HD remake of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. It's the second game in the Paper Mario series following Paper Mario, and as part of the larger Mario franchise, this game is one of the best. Again, they've got so many great RPGs coming. This is one of just the best RPGs ever. If you've never played this game, that's my cat howling. She'll probably do it again. If you've never played Paper Mario, please play this game when it comes up. It is such a unique game, and the take on the traditional turn-based role-playing, I cannot stand turn-based. I really can't stand random battles. They aren't in this game, but even I loved the turn-based combat in this game because, again, it's got that Nintendo flavor to it. I don't know if it's something that I just skew towards, but I think, obviously, when you look at the reception of the game, even on the GameCube, and just the nostalgic factor from people seeing this, it's going to be a huge game. They've got so many great huge games. We go from a brand new IP with, Peach, Showtime, to now you've got Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door, reaching back to 2004 on the GameCube and bringing it forward. This game is incredible. I'm sitting here watching this Direct thinking, how in the world are they doing this? They're leveraging old classic IP. They're creating new IP. Peach Showtime out of nowhere blew me away. This was such a surprise, in particular since they've already announced something else that I'll talk about in this video again. But back to back, I was blown away. And of course, the next game that everyone's waiting for, everyone loves, is another classic RPG, Super Mario RPG remake in HD. I don't care about resolution and frame rate, you know that, but I care about great games. This game looked great back in the day, and it looks great now. They clean it up a bit. You can really take advantage and really appreciate that quality artwork and animation and use of color. But this game's gameplay is so addicting. You've got to play this game, and they have new elements to the gameplay as well. This meter here, when you max it out, all three of your party have different moves, and of course, if you mix and match your party, that special three-way move is completely different, so there's so much depth to the gameplay, and it's just a classic Peach Showtime, Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door, Super Mario RPG. I mean, how do you top this when it comes to a lineup for a console? I don't know how you do. Classic games, brand new IPs. I'm excited. Next up, we're going to talk about something. And when I first saw it, I was like, wait a minute, is this the Game Boy Advance game from way back when that I just fell in love with? Everyone talked about this game on the Game Boy Advance, and sure enough, it was. They reached all the way back again to Mario vs. Donkey Kong, classic Game Boy Advance game, again, remade for the Nintendo Switch. There's so much new, and there's a lot old here to love. Basically, and I love the fact that they highlighted this, observe and act, I think it was, or observe and do something, but the gameplay is about a puzzle and a solving mechanic that work well together. So every level's puzzle is essentially solved on the screen. You can see the solution while you're playing it. You just have to observe, use the classic platforming, and then solve the puzzle, take the action. I loved that. Again, look at the graphics and the color and the animation and the fact that they can reach back and take these great games and bring them forward. I know some people will say, hey, it's a cash grab. Why not put it in the service? I'd rather have these games get their own big releases, get their time to shine in the spotlight, not just be another game in a service thrown in there that you kind of forget about, because these games are much better than that. And I love the fact that they're reaching back and doing old games, making them new again, but they're also creating new IPs, which is important. One of the best ones was a continuation of the Luigi's Mansion series, Luigi's Mansion 3, but now, again, reaching back to these classics, Luigi's Mansion 1 and 2, coming to the Switch. They showed off a little bit more of these two classic games. Again, it's like GameCube love coming forward to this generation, at the end of the generation for the Switch. I don't care. These games were classic on the GameCube. They looked phenomenal on the GameCube, which was a more powerful system than the PlayStation 2 that generation. Nobody really gave it that much love, but you can see, again, I keep focusing in on the animation and the colors and the gameplay here. If you've played Luigi's Mansion 3, it is one of the best. I don't even know how to classify it. It's an action, adventure, exploration, puzzle-solving game. The graphics are amazing, and these two games were amazing for their time. Just the interactivity and the physics in these games just almost blew away everything else that was out at the time on the GameCube. Can't wait to play these games. A mix of new that blew me away with the Peach Showtime, something I never expected, 1,000 Year Door, Super Mario RPG. There's tons of other things. I just wanted to focus on the ones that hit me and hit me hard. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. No new Switch news yet, but why would you when the Switch is selling this well? Think about liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.